Hey, good afternoon. Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And good afternoon, guys. So today we're going to talk about exercising patience in a digital world filled with instant gratification. I mean, the fact of the matter is that we cannot stand waiting for anything today. In fact, we'll pay extra not to have to wait. I mean, I think about like when you go to amusement parks, you can like upgrade your tickets to, the fast pass. You think about VIP parking, all the different things that, we pay extra, Amazon Prime. Um, all the different things in life that right now, and we are ultimately driven by convenience and our just lack of patience and really wanting to wait. And so I think this is something that's important because if we've learned anything over the last 100 years of marketing, when it comes to digital marketing, timing is everything, and every successful digital campaign takes time. There's really nothing that happens overnight that has any real long-term impact or benefit. So, I'm asked a lot by, just friends and colleagues and people that I meet, and, it goes back to these videos, now after, producing and publishing over 50 videos and podcasts, how long can you keep doing this? How long can you keep pumping these things out Monday through Friday, and speaking for, 8 or 9 minutes on the various elements regarding what you do and how you move the needle with the various tools that are out there. And so I mean, I guess there's a couple things. For one, I think that you have to be able to measure anything that you do, any effort or resources, whether it's personal time or whether it's business capital. If you're putting something into something, then you want to see what it is that you're getting out of that, right? So, obviously we would use a term like return on investment, for measuring. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question, and looking back at some of our traffic from my own website for Digital Ops and RB Oppenheim Associates. Just in the last few months, we've seen an average monthly traffic increase. And we looked at the traffic scope over the last 3 years. We're at a 38% increase in site traffic. That's a good measurement, and that's a good indicator that one of the return on investment, we're going to talk about three, I think, three return on investments of consistent daily content. Because I mean, that's really what it boils down to today, guys. In today's digital market, there's so much noise. There's so much, competing things that you're going up against, that if you're not producing daily content on the regular, you're not positioning yourself to win the long game. And so I think number one, when we ask what is the return on investment for consistent daily content, I think number one has to be it elevates your brand. For sure, I've had way more friends and family talk to me about, oh my gosh, I saw your video, I saw your blog post, I saw your podcast, I saw you on LinkedIn. So all of a sudden, we're everywhere. And so, that's really brought about an awareness of, what it is we do and, what some of the intricacies are of, the different things we do. And again, the point of doing these things is, I hope that for those of you who are listening, you're smarter at your job, and you're smarter at making better decisions when it comes to digital marketing. So elevating your brand is definitely number one of the best return on investments. I think number two, I know for me personally, it has sharpened my game, because as I sort of put together this content every day, and spend time thinking about how to move the needle for our business as well as for our clients, and when I sit down and I meet with prospective clients, really kind of going through this process and thinking more and becoming better at sort of the feature benefit or the cause and effect of various marketing tactics and strategies. I mean, it's definitely up my game. And so obviously that's impacted our agency as well as our ability to, meet the demands of our clients, in a digital competitive world. And then number three, I think, would be that it expands your digital footprint for sure. And so, I think that's visible again, when I kind of go back to that 38% growth in average monthly traffic for us as a result of cranking out these videos Monday through Friday. That's huge. I mean, 38%. And then when you just kind of compound that growth on, the brand awareness elevation, sharpening our game, providing better products, refining our processes internally, and expanding our digital footprint. Because really when you expand your digital footprint, it's cross-platform touch points that I'm talking about. So whether you're on, Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or our blog or, iTunes podcast or Google Play podcast or Spotify podcast. I mean, now we've got a reach that, is beyond what we had before, in addition to, our community outreach and being involved in different associations, and different nonprofit organizational work that we do as well. So, it does. So, I mean, those are really, I think, three things that are important. And that third one too, just to kind of circle back around, it impacts the search engine optimization or the rankings of our site as well, because as we continue, we make a blog post for every one of these videos that has links to the video you can watch on demand. You can listen to the podcast on demand. So you have all these links that you can go back to. So if this is your business, okay, and you haven't updated your website in 3 years and you're not producing any daily content and you rely upon what you've done in the past, and you think you're going to get some different results or create a different amount of awareness, you're kidding yourself. And then on the other side of the fence, if you've been doing digital marketing for the last year, the last 2 years, and you're asking, well, where are the direct sales? Well, if you've had any sales of any kind, and you're doing this consistent daily content publishing, that's got to be part of your factoring in calculating your return on investment. Because if it's elevated your brand, sharpened your game, and expanded your digital footprint, then all of that had some impact on the sales that you have experienced or the growth of your business, the number of members you've increased or the number of clients you've begun speaking with. So I think that, trying to get completely, hooked on point of last attribution, or, did that person come from that particular ad? Yes, we want to measure that. But we also need to think about sort of these, intangibles, or these, more qualitative return on investment metrics rather than just the qualitative. So those are those things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about in terms of finding your return on investment for publishing constant daily content out there on the web today. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.